Okay, good morning. How's everybody doing today? So let's go into our questions. Here we have, let's see what we got today. This is an interesting question here. How are you guys doing? To all you great deliberate creators out there, manifesting good. So this is my channel. If you find this channel, it is the universe directing you here. This is where we teach and show you how your mind, consciousness, everything works to manifest whatever you want. Shock your mind, open your mind, make you think of all the possibilities that exist that they aren't teaching you, meaning your mainstream area. You have to go figure this stuff out for yourself. Well, now, no need to. So let me show you how it works. So the question popped up on my page here. It says, Mark, I hope you see this question and choose to answer it, please. If I were to say I am so fed up of being poor, how does attraction work with that? Would I become more poor, or would it work in the opposite? Appreciate your information on angels just today. I was looking for a free PDF. Angels, Thank you, Metatron. All right. Okay. Now, how does attraction work with that? So I'll repeat it again because maybe many of you just joined in live. Okay. If you were to say, I am so fed up of being poor, how does attraction work with that? Would I become more poor, or would it work the opposite? All right, so here's how the stuff works, the universe, manifesting, all that stuff. Basically, the universe that you see is not an intelligent, I just want to put it to you. The universe doesn't operate like how you and I operate. Like we have a conscious mind, we have logic, and we have illogic, right? So because we can think and we have logic, we may assume the universe does the same thing. For example, people may think, well, the universe is watching me. It's noticing if I'm doing good or bad. It's going to judge me. Do I deserve it? The universe doesn't care about all of that. All the universe is a field of information that gives us abundance or lack. And then within the universe, we use our consciousness, who we truly are, to operate in that field. So it's like the best way I can make you understand this is like you are this person and you own a warehouse. In this warehouse, it has every single thing you want. Car, money, house is stored in the warehouse. Is the warehouse itself alive and can think? No, the warehouse is just a facility that houses all the goods. So the warehouse don't care. You, the person though, are the one that can go into the warehouse and you can decide, I want this or I want that. So the first thing about all of this stuff is to understand that you are the one that can give yourself permission to have abundance or give yourself permission to have lack. The universe cannot do any of that because the universe just supplies the needs or the things you want. It's just there. So if you're in a position that you feel that things aren't going your way and you constantly be in a state of lack, it may be you, your own self, giving yourself permission to experience lack. Now, it's not you and your conscious self. This comes by way of your subconscious self. So to answer this question, I had to make you understand this so to see how this works. So to answer this question, if you say you're fed up with being poor, you're going to keep getting more fed up of being poor. You're not going to get the opposite because, again, it is you who are speaking to the universe in a frequency. And your subconscious mind, which does this stuff, cannot logicalize and think like how you do up in your regular mind. So when you say I am fed up of being poor, you're going to keep getting more evidence in your reality to show you what poor looks like. Now if you say to yourself, well, I am now ready to receive abundance, then you will get evidence of that to show you in your life. You see, the stuff works in a couple of ways. It works by what we talk and how we feel. What we speak outside of the universe comes back to us inside, and then it mirrors back again as a physical experience. It's a circle and a cycle. All things work that way when it comes to manifesting or creating your life. All right. Another question I had someone touched on here is any of this stuff real? Because I can't see it and I don't have evidence of it. The next point about this is 99% of whatever you want, it cannot see it. It exists in a non-physical form. A matter of fact, every single thing that comes into existence comes into a form that you can perceive with your senses, after it has manifested or take form, then your senses pick it up. That's how everything works. You can't see the cells in your body. You can't see cells dividing right now in your body. You can't see that with your physical eyes. You have to get an electron microscope. You got to real deep. You say, oh, look, my body, my skin cells is... But you can look around and say, oh, my cells aren't divided. I can't see them. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean it's not happening. That's very important for you to comprehend and understand. So when you're looking for evidence of something, your mind is just going to show you the evidence of it not. Okay, if you're looking for evidence, you're going to get lack of evidence. That's just how the subconscious mind works. However, if you accept and expect something to come along, then you will see signs of your evidence. See, it works a little bit different than our conventional thinking is. But let me piggyback to the thing about this. So we are always going to get what we speak about and what we feel up most emotionally. Whatever we are very highly on, whatever we are very focused on, whether we talk about it a lot, we think about it a lot, one day that thing will, one day that event, that whatever, it must show up into your reality, and you will get to experience it and see evidence of it. That's how it works. So if you understand this, what should you be doing? What are your motives right now? Actually, your motive right now is, if you understand that what you speak, what you think about the most will become a physical experience one day. So if someone told me that, and I'm sitting here and I watch this video for the first time, and someone says, oh man, what I speak and what I think about is going to come into my reality, and then there's evidence of it through quantum mechanics and show how the mind works, and then I go look it up myself and I say, oh my God, this stuff is true. You know what I'm going to start to do? What do you think I'm going to start? I'm going to make sure every day I start thinking positive. I'm going to start thinking about, okay, man, this is what I want. I'm going to start thinking about things that would bring me the peace, the happiness, whatever it is. I'm going to start thinking about that stuff, because that stuff is going to manifest and become my reality. There is no doubt about it. Okay? So whatever you're talking about and you're thinking about, it's going to come. Next point you got to understand about this is, okay, happiness stuff. You know, we all think that there is something over there or behind you, or no, because look, everyone will say to themselves, and they say this, well, you know what, when I win the lottery, I'm going to be happy. When I get my house, I'm going to be happy. When I get the peace, I'm going to be happy. When I leave this relationship, I'm going to be happy. When I it's always like, when I get this, I'm going to wait to do this to get happy. I'm going to wait for tomorrow to be happy. I'm going to wait for next week when I get paid to be. I got news for you, people. I got news for you. That time will never come, because it only happens now. The happiness you're looking for will never come. All right, I'll wait till I get a new job. I'll be happy. When the new job come, you're not happy. Okay, I'll wait till I get a better job. I'll be happy. You're going to continue to chase this thing that's playing in your mind. It's called an illusion. Happiness is something you choose now. It's an experience you have to decide now. If you don't listen, you cannot wait for your manifestation to be happy. You cannot do that, because it's not going to work. You have to be happy now, and then your manifestation show up. You know, I had a question a couple years back, and someone asked me, they say, Mark, what is the real secret to really manifesting what you want? And I thought about that very deeply, and the most profound and ingenious answer came to me, and it's true. And I figured this out. I said, Mark, you know what, all the time you used to desire something, and you think when you get that thing it'll make you happy, but when you finally get it, it's not as happy as you thought it would be, or sometimes you don't even get it. But the main point I thought about, so Mark, what is it, what's the reason you want these things in your life? The reason it turned out for me was because all these things I thought would make me happy. If it made me happy, I would get them. And my subconscious is illogical, so my subconscious sees that. So I said, okay, so why am I waiting to be happy? What if I just try this? I said to myself, why don't I just try to be happy now? Despite whatever it is, just attempt to be happy and be positive and see. And when I start to do that, the things that I wanted started to show up a lot easier, a lot effortlessly. And I was like, bam, I was like, wow, it dawned on me. So to really manifest what I want, all I gotta do is just be happy first. Then I'll get it. Don't wait for it to get it and then be happy. So I started to practice that. I started to develop more like being in a flow state, just being appreciative, just being in the moment and just being happy, just finding stuff to be happy or contented about. And I noticed I would get stuff. So what happened next now, how does this work in the laws of physics and science or whatever? And here, it's fascinating. Here's how it really works, man. Here's how it really works. You see, what happens is, in the universe, there exists different frequencies of different probabilities and possibilities of whatever we want. And our emotional ties and our emotions are tied to these frequencies. So one of the most powerful frequencies we have is the frequencies of feeling happy, contented, peace, okay? So if I am in a state of peace, neutrality, or happiness, you know, feeling good, I will automatically be connected to a frequency in a universe or a reality that has those events, situations, experiences that represent what that means to me. So if I'm continuously on that frequency of that, I match that. That calls alignment. Once I'm aligned, it becomes a part of my physical reality, and that's the science in a nutshell, in a simplest term, to sum it up for you. See how that works? Now, the next thing here you guys gotta understand is, whenever someone asks me a question here, says, Mark, deadlines. I have to meet deadlines too. Whenever you have a deadline or something, don't focus on the deadline. You focus on the deadline, your subconscious is going to focus on the deadline, and you're going to create resistance. Just focus on in the present moment as if it's done. If you got to do it next week and it's 2 days ahead, don't focus on 2 days. Focus now. Say, oh, this thing is done. Your mind is very powerful. Your mind has a placebo effect. Your mind will listen to you for that. Mark, how do I contact you for personal tutoring? You can go sign up through my YouTube channel here. The links will be there. I'll post this video there, and you can sign up and get on the list, and I can take you in when I have some free time, when I have some more sessions open up. So definitely worth it to have a good mentor. But the point of it, guys, is you have to understand these principles, and when you understand these principles, that's when the things will change for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's what I want to leave you with today. See you next time.